Well, it's not a Delight champion, I think, is the main issue. Is Rakan is still open as well, which is bad for lane. This would mean it's Sylas support.
Pantheon support.
Unless, oh, it's, yeah, never mind. Pantheon support with the Varus, and then Pantheon is decent setup.
Yeah, we've seen the Nidalee Pantheon work and fall flat on its face. Like, this is all for, like, the early setup so that you can, like, really bully.
So this KERIA just...
Well, that's a
so
LeBlanc.
So that would mean that it's MEL support.
Or
Faker is playing
he's played
LeBlanc.
LeBlanc support as well.
Yeah, it could also be that.
But it's probably the LeBlanc.
There's too many layers, Atlas. I'm getting dizzy.
I know. The smell of onion is thick in the air. However, we do have Faker taking one of his most iconic champions.
Cooking?
No, the layers.
Oh my God. Well, it works on 2 levels.
I know.
There's layers even to the joke.
Exactly. That's why they pay us the big bucks, you know? LeBlanc is going to go to Faker, who's, of course, one of his most famous champions. And the biggest question mark isn't even the MEL support. It's the Aurelia in the top lane for Doran. And I am really looking forward to seeing how this one's going to go. Because if you play it well, you cannot play the game if you're the Gnar.
Okay. So we do have...
Oh, okay, never mind. Tier 1 league, so let's see how she goes in the hands of the GOAT. All right, feels to me like the Tier 1 fans are getting louder and louder the further we get into this series, as already some stuff is happening. Overwhelms are getting triggered here by Faker. And KERIA is, yeah, he's playing his rookie skin as well, which is a whole lot of fun. The IG skin line is still just so incredibly good. And he is representing that one.
It's probably just the best skin line ever. I feel like every single one of those is just...
Yeah, they're so good.
Incredible.
G-Sun is saying no, but I think that she is slightly biased towards a couple of other skin lines.
I wonder which one she'd be
I wonder which ones, yeah.
to.
It's interesting. I think there's a certain Vayne skin that she quite likes, and a Callista skin that she's relatively
okay, the Callista one.
I mean, that one's dope.
That one is
actually very
fire.
True. Very true. And the Jhin as well, which isn't too bad. I was trying to figure out the third one. I'm like, there's just too many, man. All right, Zeus is now taking a lot of damage. And is just going to get pulled back. Some groans from the crowd as well. It feels like we have audience participation. LoL Park is bursting right now. There is just as many butts in seats as possible. And so here we have just a little bit of a duo lane scenario. And I think this works for HLE because dodging this Aurelia is pretty important.
I can't league in 2025. We're just 2v2 laning mid, and it's just like, yeah, that's what happens. Yeah. Both top laners trying to soak experience here do know that it's T1 that actually are the ones that set up the initial swap and support thing. Has a big impact. Or you're...
Chain's going to connect, but Doran is moving in. KERIA is also here! Flawless duet is landed, and it's named well as First Blood goes to Faker.
Zeka is gonna regret taking that chain. That is a big deal. That is an early kill for Faker.
Wait, do Sylas players ever regret taking chains? I think in order to play Sylas, you need to always throw the chain. And I don't think you ever regret if it hits.
Just 100% trading. And let me tell you, the team with Varus and Gnar is gonna get very quickly through that turret.
Yes.
We do have a little bit of vision taken away.
Does do relatively well as Faker. He did not want to press rebuttal on that button, and he's going to send himself to the death chamber. Freak told us about this. You do not press W on bandage sauce, and that's exactly what Duct Abscond actually kind of is in the end.
I got nothing. I got nothing.
He should have listened to Mr. Tally.
To try and navigate these types of matchups. But giving early kills over is always going to be rough.
Won't have his chain as Ona moves in. Doesn't find the Arctic Assault. And the Chain Lash is going to connect as the cavalry arrives. Now Doran realizing the tough part about fighting into this Gnar, and that is walking away from him.
Yeah, you can always feel really good about trades with Gnar, and then when the trade is actually over, as opposed to when you think it is, you generally feel a lot worse.
Yep.
With the Hyper Procs. And we do have Peanut, which we haven't even talked about yet, the fact that Peanut's playing Nidalee again. I think that he's had equal amounts of great performances, and very lackluster ones.
More recently, I think that Nidalee has been fine.
It's been good recently, yeah.
That's all right. Doran not going to be getting out of this one, I don't think, as the flash does go through, but can they actually get the response kill? The Meganar comes in at perfect timing, and Zeus just walks it off. Primal Surge going to keep him back up as well. Peanut has actually been one of the best Nidalees at healing his targets. Whether it's going to be enough here when the Bruise brothers come down, Delight and Peanut just wanting to push Doran out of here. Viper's now going to turn up as well. And can Doran survive? The answer is no, ladies and gentlemen. I wanted to be more optimistic, but just the answer was no. We've got a potential teleport.
With Doran specifically, where like he has an amazing game, and then the counter pick comes in and you're just like, I don't know about that one.
Well, FAKER not going to be able to send that one back, but does avoid the Chains of Corruption, and the Piercing Arrow goes wide as well. Still Zeus hunting after Owner. The Nava not in a great spot, and that is a gorgeous bullet time. Still Delight gives it the door, and that is going to mitigate so much of the damage. Peanut grabs the first kill, but the immediate answer is going to be there. Stun comes through. Peanut might survive, but it's Delight that pays for his sins. And HLE backing away a little bit worse for wear. In position right now as well. KERIA probably not going to be diving back towards that one. That is a dangerous spear from Peanut.
Nicely done. We also have Zaka, as you point out, on the way. Peanut trying to go.
Yeah, not going to be able to get the steal, but can they find a team fight? That is the question. That's a great prison to start this one off, but that's already a dead Bristle and Sejuani. Hextech is going to be the dragon, as now Delight's in so much trouble, but Zeus going to turn up and convince them to leave. FAKER not quite finding all the buttons as that fadeaway gorgeous from Peanut. Now going to be moving up towards this Rift Herald. And HLE with the health bar advantages. Oh, Doran going to be stopping that back. Okay, things getting a little bit spicy. HLE with a slight gold advantage, but an evening out of the Drakes means that no one really has a big advantage there. And the next one going to be Hextech. And that is so scary for either side. KERIA actually diving into this pit does push Peanut away, but Peanut will be able to now take this one down.
Oh, clean auto smite there to come through.
Yeah, there's the flash just to guarantee it, and KERIA will just be autoed to death. Zeus saying, not today, my friend. I am not messing around, as he just walks around this turret and doesn't get hit by it, as FAKER does clear out the wave. Zeus is now going to be backing away. Is not. Is certainly no joke. As Owner comes back, all he wants is to be able to clear out his Krugs. And you can see HLE wanting to stop him from doing exactly that.
We've seen HANWHA Live win games, even this split, off of just him being a big threat in teamfights as well as Mininar.
Yeah. He is a monster on this champion, as we all well know. But the thing that's really worrying me, as
I think Viper,
Viper misses
on purpose.
He missed a bunch of things, actually.
Yeah,
as we can see, Zeus is in so much trouble. The Wrath of Winter bears down upon him. And that is Doran getting one back. They're going to need a few of those. But man, that was clean.
Very nicely done there, showing that synergy between the Irelia and the Sejuani. And
Delight. Yeah, Delight in a bit of trouble here as well. Flawless duet's pretty nice. And Delight trying to keep himself in this one. Flashes away, actually. That was very cute, but Zeka not quite there in time, and KERIA in position. Still, Vanguard's Edge going to be stolen away here.
Yeah, it didn't even matter. He just died to Doran. That is a flash invested, but I think you're still going to be not too sad about that, because you need to keep this Irelia as a relevant friend in side lane. And Atlas, this game, it's actually even.
It's still neck and neck, as Peanut going to be taking a little bit of a ride here as the chains slightly mistimed. Charge is going to be successful. No harm, no foul.
Still trying. No, I'm joking. As we do have the next dragon and its Hextech, and both of these two teams, I mean, basically any team would always love a Hextech Drake. The dragon is just insanely strong, particularly the Soul. But especially when you have Mel, Nidalee, and Varus, any form of poke is great as
As that is a point-blank ulti. Flash out immediately from Peanut. As okay, I thought it was Smash that was about to do the damage, but unfortunately the bullet time was for Viper, who just executes him. Zay is going to solo Otacon as he started this one up already. Peanut making his way up, just trying to primally surge his way towards Otacon. As this ward is such high value. Control ward's there, so HLE not going to be surprised by Owner's entrance. I don't think they can do this.
KERIA's moving in as well. He seems to agree. Meganar is about to time out.
Yeah, the wallop is going to be mitigated here by Zeus, and FAKER gets out of the Gnar stun. Otacon going to have to be given up here, I think. Zeka moving in. Exactly right. KERIA going to be pushed away. But now Doran started the battle. The dash is forward here as the Glacial Prison going to get picked up. Doran still trying to dash around the fight, but that is going to be the shutdown. Delight gets rid of his former teammate, and KERIA executes Zeka on the back end. Otacon's still mad. Okay, finally does reset. And now Ona at relatively full health. It's a big old shield here from Delight, but it's not going to save him. What an absolute mess here on both sides, but mainly for HLE. Not really with too much of a plan, and Viper once again throws a skill shot to Narnia.
That's it! I saw the value for LeBlanc support right there! It's the tilt!
Nailed it! Absolutely gorgeous.
Because KERIA, at the start of all that, takes a Hex Gate, and then just is an insane nuisance. Zeus? No, it's fine. I've seen him win these.
Yeah, and he's got Mega Gnar. It's coming up right now as he wallops just to get the transformation. And so it is KERIA allowed to live by his form.
And then instead, they get the kill. And able to pick off Delight as well. And there was even a scenario there where if the Otacon doesn't reset, I think maybe HANWHA Life get it. Because it was very low, what, like 2.5k?
Yep, it was getting closer and closer to that smite range.
Still favored for HANWHA though, because they got Drake, sizable gold lead, sizable CS lead as well, as maybe that was a bit of a
Don't know about this 1v1 as the Vanguard's Edge comes in. Zeka with the Kingslayer, and Doran is melting, burning down on a point-blank spear to the noggin. And that is a caster curse if ever I've heard one. Doran fans, make sure you come after Chronicler on Twitter. Certainly the one you want to be looking for.
Caster curses are on.
Zeus is now going to avoid that Glacial Prison somehow.
That was a bit dicey. There's a TP. They might just back off of this and then just play for mid-turret.
Yep.
Or do both.
Well, doing both generally is a little bit of a worry here, but Zeka does have the teleport available. He can sort of be anywhere. And Smash is in the mid lane. They can see him taking this turret.
Oh, Owner still has flash. That's smite available as well. Are we flipping the game?
Oh god, okay. Owner going to be moving on in. Are they just going to focus him down though? That's the question. He flashes away as now KERIA. Oh, it's not happening again! Zeka puts him down, and that is Otacon secured. The transformation at the perfect time for Zeus as well keeps him alive, as he's not going to be overwhelmed by FAKER this time.
And I think that might be the break point. T1, if they can find a miraculous fight, maybe they can...
What? Peanut has the most experience in the game.
Yeah, he's in Italy. He's been farming. Like, look at his CS as well.
Right, okay.
Been farming really hard. And Owner also has been taking care of sides, I think, a lot more than Peanut has. And this is also one of the reasons why when we started seeing Italy again after a long time, because he was meta obviously 2020 and then was out of meta for a long while, it was into Sejuani specifically, because the matchup just isn't very fun. As Delight is just gonna drop from the sky to say hello to Zeka. He was feeling lonely.
It is still just going to be a Hextech Dragon taken, so there is that sole point that we were talking about.
But I thought they were gonna make a play for Nash as well. If they don't get Nash, I think T1 have a much more realistic shot. If you lose Nash as well, your base starts getting broken open. I think that's where we kind of... It's still not looking good right in Italy, but just because that's not what the team needed to be as the Pope.
Oh god! Okay, there's his Nidalee getting the work done. Another Chains of Corruption from off screen, and Smash is doing the best that he can. There's even a Hail Mary Glacial Prison thrown by Zeka that doesn't hit him because he was a corpse already. And now it's going to be Baron time for HLE. We had such a lull for so long. It's like they waited for Otacon to be over and then decided to take the Baron. Thankfully, T1 with full vision given this ward. But they don't know the health bar of this Baron right now, as you can see by Jonah Strong and our Observer team. Ona gets that control ward in there. He knows.
Doesn't have flash.
3,000 health. Yeah, can he actually Q his way in? That's the question. He tries to get there. He steals it. Oh my god, but here is Zeus trying to end the fight before it even starts. Doran just trying to keep a Baron buff alive, but he's not going to get out. And HLE, it's only KERIA that's left up with this Baron. Wait, does he not have the Baron? How does he not have the Baron? He does have the Baron.
Yeah, no, I don't.
No, he doesn't have the Baron.
Yeah, I think he was still, I assume still dead when it was stolen.
I guess so.
Must be. Smash as well.
They must have only just spawned though. That flash. Really good time from, well timed there from KERIA. that it's 2 seconds
Thank you,
before
G-Son.
they spawned. And so the Rebel Baron power play just doesn't exist.
Completely wiped in the
Oh,
fight. There's
dear.
no Baron buff gone, or no Baron buff left. As
Whoa,
FAKER.
nice footwork there from FAKER. As I say nice, he gets completely destroyed. And Zeker is going to find the last chain. Goes golden there as well. The rest of HANWHA Esports trying to turn up Delight. He does it the best as Zeker dashes over all of those swords. And he almost, actually he survives? What the heck? Zeker, he was on like 1 health. Dora now just getting sniped here by Viper. The flawless duet is decent as that house is just sitting on the floor. And Zeus doesn't really care, still able to get that last auto to put down his lane opponent. And my god, the demolition of this base turret is just ridiculous. Inhibitor going down there as well, as now Ona just a sitting duck. The stolen glacial prison not going to connect, but Ona still has to get to this fountain, does get a little bit of healing so that piercing arrow does not kill him. But Zeker is just having the greatest time on his Silas. Kill and smash here, and Ona just has to look on as they move to match point in this best of 5. HLE, blue side seems to be their home, and they are now 1 game away of staying alive.